Hello everybody, welcome to another review. So I got a new album by the alternative rock, post-grungy, whatever you want to call it, band from the UK. This is Sick Joy, a pretty small band that have just dropped their second record, and they are going to be touring this album as of 29th. So yeah, there's pretty much just the More Forever kind of tour they're going for, and I'm going to be seeing it in Bristol, so it'd be nice to see these songs live. But yeah, I've been following the band before they had dropped a single album. They supported one of my favourite bands of all time, Starset, back in 2020 during the UK tour. The first time I ever saw Starset, and my first kind of small concert in a kind of a standard sized venue, which was pretty cool, and I think it is generally one of my favourites, as I have been going to this one quite a bit more recently. Pretty good times. Sick Joy, I just kind of heard from that, and the only song I kind of really knew from them since that point was Dissolve Me. But a few years go by, I missed the fact that they had a debut record, and oh my god, it's one I actually really enjoy, and I think We're All Gonna Fucking Die is just an insane, weird debut album title, but I feel like that's kind of pairing to the COVID pandemic, so I can kind of get a little bit of that feel in the title of it. It's definitely the more zany and weirder of the two albums. This one is just kind of more an emotionally driven record, whereas I feel like the first one kind of has elements of different ideas. Some songs just kind of feel like they're going on times could be better for the lead singer, to just kind of like silly stuff like Rich Hippies, which is a type of song you wouldn't really see on this record, which is kind of why I like that one, to be honest. It's just so different. But yeah, we got the new Sick Joy album in 2026, one of the ones I was looking forward to, and honestly, it's not a bad album at all. I feel like what I really enjoyed was how different the singles were. All Damage's lead single was great. It's the more punchy, loud, heavy song of the record, straight into kind of the energetic, fun, Sick Joy that we knew from some of the songs on the first record. Then you get Nothing Good, the second single and second track, which this one is also pretty good, albeit not as enjoyable, but I like the kind of moodier, slower part of it. And then we've got Anything Goes. This one is definitely one of my more favourite tracks. It's just such a fun beat, it's got a fun rhythm, it's nothing zany, but it's pretty enjoyable in the way it is. It's just kind of a simple but fun song. Cinnamon Burn and the fourth single, they pretty much had all the first four singles back to back in the release order as well. And Cinnamon Burn is up there with All Damage as one of the best on the record. It's such a slow, moody song, but when the chorus drives in, it's just absolutely cathartic and just so good. Gone Missing is the first taste of new material, and it's not bad, but I feel like it kind of feels the same as a lot of the other tracks on here that feel more like they compared to kind of the heartbreak or just mental health issues the lead singer's been going for. So it definitely kind of doesn't really do too much to stand out. It just kind of is there, and it's probably one of my least favourites on there. We get an interlude before we go into Stockholm Flavour, which this one definitely has a bit more of the upbeat energy, but this one kind of reminds me of Muse with the vocal delivery and some of the instrumentation. It's interesting. It's a pretty decent track. It's got some fun moments to it, and that's pretty much all it needs to do. Video Game, my least favourite single. It's just the least memorable. It drags on a bit, and it just doesn't really have anything unique that the other four singles had. It just kind of feels a bit weak in comparison to what they've done. Strawberries and Cigarettes, I kind of thought this would be a heavier one, but this one's definitely kind of another Muse sounding one, like Stockholm Flavour, but it sounds even more like it when we get that piano throughout the last minute of the song. Not bad, but not crazy on it either. Somebody else kind of brings the All Damage energy back. It's not as heavy as All Damage. There's not any uncleans or screaming, but the instrumentation kind of goes for the loud, livelier sound, and I think it's still a cool idea nonetheless. And then we get Death Scene, More Forever, which is a pretty interesting way to end that record off. It's definitely better than how the first album ends, in my opinion. Ultimately, it's just a very weak song. It just doesn't have anything memorable to it. It just kind of feels like you get all just banger tracks and then you get like the worst song at the end. But Dev Scene is definitely not close to being the worst songs, so I'll take that. Honestly, as a Sick Joy album goes, it feels like they're trying to go for a bit more of a mature direction, and, fair play to that, but I really wish we had a bit more of that All Damage, Somebody Else vibe to it, because a lot of the songs are a bit more moodier. Some songs have a bit more of kind of a standard to slower feel, and it's not bad, but it definitely is weird that we had a very weird kind of, I guess, alternative post-grungy sounds that was more prominent in the first album, because it was less on the emotional feeling. It was definitely just more on different ideas and experimenting. It kind of came off as silly sometimes, but that was the charm, and this one's definitely them trying to mature that. Hopefully the next album we do get some more songs in that regard, because I feel like that was the stronger presence. The songs were also catchier and more iconic on the first album. This one has good ideas, but it's a little bit weaker in comparison. Personally, I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. I do like it, but I do wish it had some stronger elements to it. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next video.